Now, I've heard you say that you wanted to go into the UFC and fight Shogun just to test yourself against one of the best in the world at 205. Shogun just recently lost to Alexander Gustafsson. Are you still interested in fighting Mauricio Shogun?
Well, I wanted to fight him just because I like his fighting style, and I don't like to challenge or say I want to fight him or that, but I think a fight against a fighter like him would be an exciting fight, and it's going to be a good fight. So, but now Gustafsson won, so it makes more sense that I would like to fight him. But I don't care, as long as first I have McKough, and then if I go to UFC, I will get probably a big name because I'm going to get a big name anyway, so it doesn't matter.
A few moments ago, you just mentioned that after this training camp, you were thinking about moving to the United States and having a training camp there. Are there any specific gyms that you are looking into or have contacted in joining in the United States or North America?
Well, if I come to train there, there's always Gokors, GFC. I can train. That's all in Glendale. I can always train with Dan Henderson. It's a good training camp there. And recently Ishii was here, so I was every day training with Ishii, and he trained at Mark Munoz. So if I ever go to LA again, I will join them and train also at their gym.
Oh, that sounds fantastic. Those are some fantastic training camps. Now, on opponents in the UFC, if you compare middleweight champion Anderson Silva to light heavyweight champion Jon Jones, who do you think you would match up best against in a fight?
I think Anderson Silva would be a better fight for me, I believe. Simply because I believe it. I don't know. I would do fairly good. I think I would do better against Anderson Silva than against Jon Jones, but that's my opinion.
And why is that? Is it about the style? Is it about the size difference?
Yeah, style-wise, I believe Jon Jones has also some better wrestling, and with Anderson, I can more focus just on stand-up more, and so I wouldn't be afraid to be taken down. So I think style-wise, it would be a better fight for me, because Jon Jones has still also wrestling, he has better wrestling, so it would be a more difficult fight because he can also take you down. But Anderson Silva is more a stand-up fighter, so it would be more my area.
Now, how much of a concern is that takedown defense, is the wrestling? Because it seems to me like your takedown defense and your wrestling has improved greatly since that fight with King Mo. I mean, and you lost that fight, and he was able to take you down quite a bit, but it seems like you learned from that experience and really improved on your takedown defense in the fights that you've had since then. How much of a concern is wrestling still in your game, and how much are you training it?
I'm training it daily. I don't think it's any concern anymore, and I'm going to show it in the fight. And so against Cage won't be also any problem. And I believe I have it in my head how to fight. So I don't think it's any problem anymore.
Now, of course, Gegard, we're calling you from here in Montreal, and the king of the takedown from here in Montreal, George St-Pierre. I know that a couple years ago you did a little bit of training with him. What was that like, and why haven't you maybe done a little bit more?
George St-Pierre is a really nice guy, and he's a real professional, and the opportunity hasn't come. There was some talk that I would go to Canada to train, but I don't know what happened. It was with my previous management, and I don't know. Somehow it didn't work out. So, but who knows? Maybe in the future.
Would you still be open to coming here to Montreal? We'd love to have you in our city, Gegard.
Yeah, for sure. I've fought a couple times in Canada. 3 3 times, I believe, but I don't know which cities anymore. I forgot, but once in Montreal and some other cities. But I love Canada. Is a beautiful country. Yes.
All right. Well,
sure.
we'd love to have you here in Montreal, Gegard. Now, I know you're welcome. You're very welcome. I know that you used to train with Fedor Emelianenko. He's since retired. Have you spoken with Fedor recently? Are you still planning on doing any kind of training with him? What's your story with Fedor?
No, I haven't spoken to him. I heard that he would come to Holland to train at Chakuriki's with his brother, but that didn't happen. So other than that, I don't have any information.
And what did you think about how his career ended and how it all went down? Or do you think it was he accomplished everything he needed to? Would you have liked to have seen him go to the UFC one day? What did you think about how it all went with Fedor?
Well, what I believe, and I believe he was not motivated at the end. I think it was just I believe he got pushed to fight, and that's what he did. So I don't believe it was his, and that's why he retired. I believe he didn't have the motivation, but I believe people wanted him to fight, so he fought.
And as far as your motivation, it seems like you're more motivated now than ever. Would that be a correct assessment?
Yeah, for sure. Because also I get a lot of motivation from training because I feel really confident. So I want to put it in. I want to see the results from all this training.
And as far as how many times you want to fight it in 2013, if you had it, everything the way you wanted, how many fights would you like to have next year?
Well, January is the first, and it's in UFC you don't fight that much, so I would be happy if I would fight 3 times, but I don't think it's gonna happen. But if I fight in January and fight 2 times in that year again, and win those fights, then I'm really close. So I'm focusing on 3 fights this year, and I wanna at my best to be at my best.
Well, it's very exciting. We can't wait to see you fight in January. It's been a while, Gegard, and look forward to seeing you fight in the UFC as well. Should be some fantastic fights for you coming up in 2013, the year of Gegard Mousasi. Gegard, thank you very, very much for joining us here. It's our 500th episode, and we wanted to talk to you on this special show. I want to let you get back to your training, and once again, thank you very much, and good luck on January 12th.
Thank you very much for having me, and congratulations. And, thank you.